Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you not a weekly, weekend vlog. I don't know, a vlog. So if you've seen my last vlog, I don't think I'm gonna continue doing these vlogs as weekly because I don't have time to read much during the week, and it's becoming a little bit boring because I do the same thing over and over, and I don't know what else I could film differently and give you like different content when my days are pretty much all the same except for what I'm reading. It's a struggle for me to do everything I want to do daily, especially during the week, and then the weekends go fast very quickly as well. So I feel like I was out of my burnout, but I guess I'm getting a little bit back into it. It's still very fragile. It hasn't been a year yet, maybe 6 months-ish since I stopped working. So, like 2 jobs. So, I know. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So, probably I'm going to make this a weekend vlog, and then I'll try to post something on my channel, see if you prefer weekend vlogs or like just dedicated vlogs to certain books, because the point for me of making vlogs is to give you my thoughts on the books while I'm currently reading them. Talking about books, I haven't finished The Assassin's Apprentice. I know I can't seem to finish the last 100 pages or so for some reason. There's no way I can't finish this evening. I do know that I need to put my phone away a little bit more because that is distracting me, and I also have a couple of like short books that I want to get to. So we've got At Night All Blood is Black, which is from the First World War. They're called chocolate soldiers. It sounded very, very interesting, even if I don't typically like historical fiction, but this has a different point of view that I don't think I've ever read about. So I think it's going to be a little bit more different, and I think I am going to learn a lot more about that aspect of the World War. Then I know I want to pick up There because that one was due last month. Haven't read it yet, and I think I kind of need to like leave the e-reader for a bit and just like pick up a physical book. I think it's gonna be way easier. I'm sorry, I have a dog here and it's not easy. And make a little bit of progress in this one, which I haven't picked up yet this month either. So I think I'm gonna focus on those and see from there what I do. I also have the short stories, the book of Khartoum. Is it the Book of Khartoum or the City of Khartoum? I don't remember, but I have that one on my e-reader, so I'm gonna focus on that one as well. They're gonna be short reads, and if I feel like I have some wins and that accomplishment feeling, it might encourage me to read a little bit more. I don't know, but we're gonna focus on that, I guess, for now. So I did promise my son we were going to do his puzzles. So I'm going to leave you while we do that and have some reading, and I'll update when I have read something. Today I do have to practice a lot of clarinet as well, so I might do some practicing. So I don't know how much reading I'll get done like before supper, but I'll definitely re-update you during the day. So yeah, see you in a bit. Hey everyone, it's now Tuesday. I am failing at my own vlogs. This is ridiculous and I'm struggling, and I've been having a really tough time. So I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to go around it. I don't know how to get back on track with everything. and it's not like I haven't had like pauses to recoup and change some habits or routines, and I've been trying and I'm failing really badly at it, and I'm just so tired of it. Anyways, I'll be folding some laundry while I update you, but because I do want to get some chores done, but don't mind me. So, reading wise, I have been reading. I read a part of At Night All Blood is Black by David Diop. I don't have the book with me, it's downstairs, but I started reading that and I knew it was about soldiers, soldiers, they call them. So, black soldiers that were fighting for France. And they used to like put them at the very front of the front lines with the enemies so that they would just like go in and massacre the enemy with no guilt for some reason. They thought that's how it happened. And it turned out to be, I was really interested in seeing like this other side of war, of it's the First World War. I was really interested in that. And this is definitely something very, very different. I haven't seen many reviews or any reviews at all, actually, of this book. I haven't heard about it. I bought it because it was on sale at my local bookshop. I learned that the original one was in French, so oopsies. So I got it in English anyways. But yeah, it's very, there's a lot of triggers. So please beware if you pick it up, because it's very, very triggering. It's very unique writing wise. It's a novella, so it's really, really short. It's under 200 pages, so I don't want to like give up too much. But basically, you follow this soldier who ends up feeling very guilty because his friend died just beside him at the war, and he feels guilty because his friend asked him to finish him off and he didn't want to. And when he asked for the third time, his friend died and he regretted that the decision of not like having mercy on him. In like a maddening way, he was dealing with his guilt by just going on the front lines and trying to take revenge-ish on the enemies. And he was collecting these arms of enemies he's massacred and enemies that he got to, and he was becoming this madman. And there's a lot of talk about like what you become after the war, and but also like the madness of war, how it makes you, for that moment while you're like in the moment of war, you dehumanize everything so that you can just go through it and obey the orders that you have. But at the end of the day, you come back as a human and you have fun with your companions and other soldiers and friends, and you can laugh, you can play, you can get some steam off, but our main character is unable to do that. And I like how the reflection of it was like they want us to be mad in the moment that they need us for the war, but then it's unacceptable to stay mad. So they want the chocolate soldiers to just be like, to play pretend to madness and not actually be mad. I thought that was really interesting, like how I feel like I'm not giving this book justice, but I thought it was a really interesting point of view on the thing, on that subject, and it brings a lot of reflection on all of that. So interesting. So far, I don't think I'm gonna update much unless except for when I actually finish the book, because I don't want to really spoil it. I'm not halfway through, so like it's fine for now. But yeah, I won't do a million different updates. This evening, I do want to finish a book. I need to finish a book. I need a plus. This week has been really rough. I've got a UTI. My kid was sick. There's a whole lot of things going on. So I kind of just need to evade in books and think about other stuff and not be in the present world because it's tough. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this one, or because it's kind of rough to read, or if I'm gonna finish either Assassin's Apprentice, or I might also get into the book of cartoon. So we'll see. I don't know yet which one I'm gonna pick up. Right now I'm gonna finish folding laundry, and then I'm gonna take care of my son for his bedtime stuff, and I'll update you this evening. I'm gonna try to keep you up to date and actually update because I've been just falling asleep. I haven't been sleeping well these last 2 nights. So, yeah, I don't know. But I really want to be productive. So I'm gonna force myself to not sit down and actually be productive and do stuff like what I'm doing right here, and actually read and actually update. So we're gonna try. I know I said I was gonna do a weekend vlog. Apparently that's not happening either. So I'm gonna just continue this one until next weekend and see from there, because otherwise it would have lasted like 7 minutes tops. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna upload a video with practically no content. So there's that. Anyways, I'm running out of stuff to say, so that's it for me now. I'm gonna take care of my son, finish this laundry, and I'll update you this evening. Hi everyone, it is Saturday the 24th of February, and yeah, I don't think I need to say much more than life is a struggle for me right now in every way possible. I am not doing very well mentally and physically, and life is just chaotic to me at the moment. I practically didn't film anything for this vlog, so that's why I'm just continuing on during this weekend. But my life is a mess. This week was horrible, like really horrible. I started off the week with a UTI. Great. I haven't slept a full night, like properly slept a full night during the whole week. The only like good night of sleep I got was yesterday, but it's still not enough for me to recoup. And even then, if I sleep too much, it's always worse for me. So my son was sick at the beginning of the week, and then he came up with some, I don't know how they call it in English, but in French we call it like growth pain. So there was a little bit of that one night, and then now my husband is sick, like really, excuse me. I feel like every time I start talking and he hears me, he knows that I'm sitting down to film a video, and he wants to sit on my lap for some reason. He doesn't have enough attention. My husband has been sick for the last 2-3 days, and he's like really sick. I don't know what it is, probably COVID or something like that. And no, couché, couché, couché. Good boy. Yeah, so probably COVID or something like that. And he's really not well, so I had to like manage the whole house during that time, and the house is a full mess. I was supposed to be doing a full day of rehearsal with the concert band today, which I'm not doing. I was supposed to do like just half of it because we were starting at 8, finishing at noon-ish, and then from 1 to 3 in the afternoon, but I'm not gonna be doing that because this morning we had my son's cheerleading class, and then I'm not feeling very well since yesterday either. I don't like have specific symptoms, and I don't feel like as bad as my husband, but it's just a general feeling that I'm not feeling very well, and I don't want to contaminate the rest of my concert band musicians, that my fellow musicians, because the concert is coming up really, really quickly. It's in 2 weeks, so I don't want to contaminate them. So I'm staying at home. I do need to practice at home though. There's no rehearsal tomorrow. That's pretty much my week. Also, I had like so much going on at school at the same time. Don't have the patience for many things that were going on, and like one of those things being my sound system not working anymore. Like I can't teach music without the proper sound system. So like stuff like that I had to deal with, on top of like report cards that are coming up. Like all of my grades need to be dealt with before Monday noon. So yeah, I don't have time for that nonsense and BS. And non bébé, oui mon bébé, coucher, coucher bébé, coucher bébé, coucher. Coucher mon bébé. Coucher. Too much happening at the same time, and I cannot cope and deal with everything. And so many other things are coming up at the same time. So yeah, mentally I'm terrible, and I'm not doing great at all. And yesterday I just wanted to lay down and cry like a baby all day. So that's my mood these last couple of days. I don't need to tell you, I haven't been reading much. I tried to make some progress in At Night All Blood is Black. I'm not done with it yet. I'll try to finish it this weekend, but honestly, I don't know what to do with myself. To be honest, I'm trying to get to a schedule that will work for me, and I don't know why it's not working. And I've tried different things, and I don't understand anything anymore, and I feel so overwhelmed. What frustrates me the most is that I used to be able to handle so much more than what's going on right now. Like, why am I not able to deal with everything now? Because I used to be able to do it, and now I can't anymore. I can't deal with less than what I was used to. So that's the thing that's frustrating me the most, I think, is that I know I was able to do so much more. But yeah. So here we are. Right now, the plan is to get on top of the house, because this house situation is terrible. Here, I'm gonna vacuum the whole house, and then I have to water the plants. I need to get on top of whatever this kitchen is. If I can get a couple of loads of laundry done as well, put away some clean clothes, that would be good, productive. And then I do need to finish my report cards. I still have like under 20 students left to put down their grades in the system. So that's not bad out of 400. And my special ed classes, I do want to put like specific commentary to those, which is something new that I'm doing this year, but I do want to take the time to do that. And then I need to take care of my business and sit down and decide what I'm going to do with that, because things need to change financially. I do want to get back to creating. I am not handling everything very well, and I need to be on top of things. I have so many projects that I want to get done, like finish the online classes that I started for like bookkeeping, as well as like eventually get into this master's degree situation thing as well. So I feel like I'm kind of stuck in all of that, and it's bothering me, and I need to get on top of things if I want to get to those projects. So yeah. The good news is that I did take a day off next week. I don't have many days where I can actually take a day off, because all of the periods I have left with every class that I have, every group, of students till the end of the year. All of my third graders, all of my fourth, as well as my second graders, all of the periods are counted for till the end of the year. So I don't have any periods left where I could just like not be there, because when I do have a sub, those periods are completely lost. I cannot make my students continue their project because the sub is most of the time not a music teacher. And even if it is, they usually don't know how I function, and it's usually chaos when you don't know the students and the instruments and the materials you need to use to get stuff done. So I don't have any period that I could just give up. Everything is counted for all of my projects, and I'm gonna finish in June like tight with the number of minutes I have left with my students for my second, especially for my second graders, because there is one project I really wanted to do this year that I won't be able to do, and I'll have to do that next year at the beginning of the year, which I'm a little bit upset about, but it's fine. So I really don't have any periods available for that for them. And the last time I had a sub during my classes for my students with autism, it did not go well at all. It was, I prefer not talking about it again. It was traumatizing, and I wasn't there, but I've heard so much about it, and I think that sub is just not there anymore. Yeah, it was that bad. So yeah, I'm not gonna repeat that experience and protect my students. So the only time I have left is the days where I have my first graders. So I only have like 3 days in my 10-day cycles where I can take a day off. I usually have like 6 days of PTO during the year. I took maybe 1.5 days so far, so I'm taking another one. I took another 1.5 days, I think. So one in March and one next week, and that one is going to be on Thursday. So, and on Friday we have a teachers training day. So I should be like fine with 2.5 days of teaching, because I don't have any classes on a Wednesday afternoon. So because that's how my schedule is. So it's not a bad thing, and I cannot wait. I just need some time to, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I need, but I need a good break, and spring break is coming up. So I need to get that patience level back up and get back on top of things, and not feeling like everything is slipping out of my hands, because that's how I feel right now. Like I'm losing control of everything. I just can't take it anymore. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm not more positive these last couple of days. I'm gonna try to get back into it. So from what I've learned by like editing a lot of my videos when I was behind all of the editing of my vlogs, is that I tend to try to be very, very positive on camera, because I don't want to be like that person that is always negative. And like my vision is that when I film, I always feel like I'm so negative all the time. Everything is going bad all the time, and I'm trying to be a little bit more positive, and okay, I can do this, and trying to put myself up. And I feel like by editing all of those vlogs, that's what I found out, that I was actually not that negative. I do try to motivate myself to continue on, but at the same time it's a bit annoying to me. I don't know. Anyways, rant over. See ya, baby. See ya, baby. So on that note, I'm gonna go clean up a bit, vacuum upstairs, get the laundry, and maybe a bit of a B-roll here, and maybe some reading a little bit later once I'm done with my grades. So I guess I'll see you in a bit. Hi everyone, so it's now a Sunday evening. I did some chores yesterday and I ended up not practicing my clarinet at all. I got my gradings and report cards dealt with, so that's done. I did a lot of chores as well yesterday, and I did do a little bit of reading today. I didn't accomplish as much as I wanted to, but it's all good, I guess. I'm still trying to figure out like how to function this week, but since I only have like 2 full days of work, I guess I'm just gonna be going with the flow until I get off for the spring break and then take the time to figure things out from there, if that makes any sense. Anyways, reading wise, I did finish a book. Yes, I did. I finished At Night All Blood is Black, and I ended up giving it a 4 star. I really enjoyed it. Towards the second half, there was a lot of storytelling of things that happened to our MC, like before the war, and his relationship with women in general, and it kind of ended on a weird note because, so like spoilers, but you kind of do get mixed up with like narrator because the way it's written, he kind of wakes up and doesn't understand like his body. He doesn't understand where he is, and it's so weird because you're trying to figure out like what happened and why this is. And the final part of the book, like the last 2 pages, really, actually the last page, it it was well, it's not a twist. It was something that I was not expecting, and a little bit of a surprise that was a little bit confusing at first, but it kind of makes sense. And that last page really does make it understandable, I guess. I don't think this book is for everyone. First of all, because of the trigger warnings. Towards the second half, you go a little bit away from the actual war part and like dealing with grief, which is like the main focus of the first part of the book, the first half of the book. But the second half is more like a reflection on life and his relationship with other people and women and in general, as well as his mother, because there's a story there as well. And I thought it was very interesting because the life metaphors that are in here, and he uses this, I don't want to say legend, but like this story, to kind of grasp his own life and see what he can actually get from that story and apply it to himself. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a quick but very effective book for its intent. It wasn't my favorite, but I really, really did enjoy it, and I'm really glad that I finally got to it. It was not what I was expecting, but this is definitely not for everyone, and I would strongly recommend to be in the right mindset before picking it up, because it's not necessarily easy to read, especially if you're going through grief yourself, war, PTSD, and stuff like that. It's be careful before picking it up. But I really liked it, and I hope other people will enjoy it as well. So now I'm gonna be picking up, I'm not sure which one I want to pick up. Definitely on my reader. I think I just want to finish Assassin's Apprentice for now, because I think I only have like 100-ish pages, and those are e-pages, so I should get through it quickly and get that one done very fast. And then I'm gonna try to prioritize the short story anthology, because I want that one done quickly as well. And then I need to get to There, which was the buzzword for last month's buzzwordathon. So those are my priorities, but I think I just need to finish Assassin's Apprentice and move on to something, to the other one. And I think we'll go with that. I'll update you tomorrow morning to close this vlog off. And I promise I will close it tomorrow morning for sure. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but we'll just go one day at a time, I guess, because I cannot seem to figure it out by myself. I am feeling a bit better, I guess, but not gonna lie, life is hard. Anyways, I'll see you in a bit, I guess. Hey everyone, so I'm gonna make this quick, close this vlog so I can move on to the next one. So I did end up finishing 2 books. One I already talked about, which was At Night All Blood is Black, and now I also finished Assassin's Apprentice. Yay! I'm 1 book behind on my own schedule, but it's fine. I'm really glad that I'm finished with this one and that I can move on to the next part of the story. So a bit of spoilers, I guess. I love the political stuff that is going on, and I love that Fitz doesn't quite understand what's going on, because that's the way I feel. I don't quite understand, like, why are they doing this and what are their motives? I don't get it. And I feel like people who are in the monarchy, that are leading politically, should have a full trust of people that are working with them, and the way that the skill works, it should be with a full trust of the people using it. And I'm not sure that's working out like the king would like it to work out, or if he has his own little agenda, or like, I'm not sure I understand everything, and that's fine, because like Fitz doesn't understand everything that's going on either. Well, he is young, there's that, and that usually doesn't help to understand politics and like what people's real motives are, and to see under like people's masks. But yeah, but as a reader, I felt like it was a little bit surprising to me. And when Fitz was saying there was something he wasn't quite grasping, and he was trying to think like his mentor, like how Chade would make him think about it and would like guide him through that, and he was trying to do it by himself, and I think he handled it very well. I think he's very, very, very lucky, because in the royal family he has Verity that loves him, he has the king that just wants to use him as a tool and a weapon, and you have Regal, who just wants to get rid of him. So like, he's kind of trying to survive in all of that, and that's not easy to do, especially that young. So he was lucky to have survived the poisoning. You know, like, he felt like he was missing something, and I was having the same feeling as well. So I think, like, in writing wise, that was well done. I'm curious to see like where it's gonna go, because I know that in the other books, like, I don't want to spoil the Fool's Assassins, but like, I know some characters are still there. So where is it gonna lead? What's gonna happen with all this messed up politics? And like, for Regal to have not succeeded at getting rid of Fitz, like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna go on there? He's not safe anywhere except dead, obviously. So yeah, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm excited for him to also like start his journey with the Fool, but I don't think that's gonna be like right now. I don't think so. But we shall see, I guess. But what I was excited though is for Gale getting what he deserved, first of all. But also when he started training with Gale, is it Gale? I think so. When he started training for the skill, he had like raw power and very, very powerful skill. And Gale, what I felt like is that Gale saw that power and tried to drown him and cut him off of the power because he was afraid of him. And that's what I was thinking it was. And Fitz doesn't really say that, because I don't think he understood himself what was happening and like what was this power and what it meant. And he couldn't control it. So I think that's why he thought and believed that he couldn't skill, because Gale like forced that thought into him. But I'm really happy he's starting to believe that he can actually skill and that he has more power than he thinks he has. So yeah, I'm excited for the rest of his journey. So that's it. I'm gonna leave you at that because I have so many things to get done. And thank you so much for watching, even if my vlogs are a chaotic mess. I don't know what's happening, honestly, but if you're just here for the ride, awesome. Because that's pretty much my mental state at the moment, I guess. So thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.